going to try it again. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Good grief. We were just getting started, and then what do you know? You know, I get really annoyed with that, and I need to calm myself down. Okay, cheers. Here's to starting over. You know, sometimes you just need to start over. So yeah, it's all good in the hood, Sarah. Thanks for showing up. Helen, thanks for being here. Catherine, we're back. We're back. All good in the hood. Let's just make this happen. So I unplugged my router. I put it right here. And it's sitting, going out the window and coming back in. So hopefully we're going to have a nice strong signal. Anyway, here's to Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. Hi, Denise. Round two. You're right. Round two. Hi, Sandy. Okay. Anybody else breaking their fast with a little hot melt mix? I'm breaking mine. Let's do it. All right, so today is Thirsty Thursday. I've got a great show for you today. At least for me, this was the show that I had previous to this. I have a sacred space every morning where I go through everything because I'm going through my meditation time, having my coffee, writing in my journal, you know, reviewing my goals, doing all the things. It's just, it makes a difference. It makes the difference how I look at the day, makes a difference on how I feel about myself, you know. Anyway, so we have named this show the Daily Dish Show because it is daily, Monday through Saturday, and it is about putting vibrancy back into your life. Because you know what it is? The vibrancy slips away when we get lost in the weeds of all the things. But I'm going to tell you what, you are not just a pair of jeans. You are not just in a relationship with your spouse. You're not just a parent or somebody who works at a place. You're a whole woman, and that's what we address here. That's the whole thing. That's why we say it's all about vibrancy. You know, your food, the nutrients of your life are what fill you up and touch your soul. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Thank you also for all the shares. And speaking of shares, where is my girl Dawn Gardner? Look at her. Dawn just went crazy. She was a sharing crazy woman this week. Thank you, Dawn. Look what we have for you. Look what we have. We've got the Los Muertes barbecue. This is so good, by the way. Oh, it'll knock your socks off. We've got the Colima salt. That's sea salt from Mexico. It's fantastic. They make their own. And we've got the caramelized cacao, which should be illegal. Let's just go with that. It's so delicious. That is going to be going out to you in 2 days mail, so be watching for that. And thank you so much for sharing. Do you know we even have some English? How about that? Thank you. You know how much I appreciate all of that? You know, you are the ones who lighten me up. You are the ones that put vibrancy back in my life, and I don't take it for granted. Not at all. I'm so appreciative. Thank you so much. So let me tell you a little bit about what we've got going on this week. And by the way, who's going to be here tonight? Tonight, Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be giving you the scoop on your immune system. The whole thing. I'm going to give you all the latest research. I'm going to give you everything that you need to know about your immune system and how to prop it up, how to feed it, all of it. Okay? So this is what I want you to do. I want you to go to savinggdinner.com/immunity and go grab your seat. Because even if you can't come tonight, which is fine, you can see the replay. But there's only one way to get there, and that is to make sure that you're doing, you're on that. Yolanda is saying that you want to be on my seat. Barbara's saying, is it me or is it glitchy today? It's probably glitchy. I'm doing the best that I can with what I got. Elizabeth, it's at 7 p.m. Eastern. Sarah, you will want to take good notes. Bring your paper, bring your pen, bring all the things. it's going to be a really good stuff. I'm going to be sharing with you the highlights of stuff that we have that, you know, you're probably not going to see everywhere. There's so much misinformation out there. Oh, do this, it'll boost your immune system. And I see so much garbage. I'm going to straighten this out right now, today. It all has it has everything, right? It has everything in it. It's going to give you all the science. So if anybody's having glitchy problems, go out and come back in and see what happens. Sorry. I'm doing the best that I can. Lucy said she's going to be there with bells on. Are you? Are you going to be there with bells on? I sure hope so. I sure hope so. I want you to have this information. You know, the more information that we can have and the more science-based it is, the better off we are. We feel informed, you know? That's it. We feel informed. And I don't want you falling for there's so much garbage out there. The things that I've been seeing out there just make me angry. And I'm thinking, how many people are sharing this? How many people are saying that this is, you know, what it is? No. No, no, no. See, Elizabeth said she went out and came back in, and guess what? No more glitches. So do that if you're having the glitchy thing and you're here live. Our quote of the week is this: don't leave your longings unattended. Guilty? Anyone? Anyone? Pinkies up? How many times have you left yourself in the parking lot? You know, really, seriously. You don't get anything out of this. You're just like serving everyone else. And you forget to eat, you forget to drink, and you don't forget to sleep. And what happens to you? You're on your last legs, and we don't want that anymore. It's time to attend to your longings. You have them, you attend to them. Okay? Good, Anna. See, we've got all these tech people helping. Thank you very much. Thank you. I so appreciate that. Yeah, today we're going to be talking about being uncomfortable because I am the queen of uncomfortable. I know what that feels like. I know you do too. InflaCrusher is our supplement of the week. This is what I take instead of Tylenol. I have a bottle upstairs here. I have bottles all over the house. I have one in my bathroom as well. You don't need this. I mean, this is what calms inflammation. And what do you think Tylenol is? It's an anti-inflammatory. Well, what if you could do it naturally? Especially those of you who have joint pain, knee pains, la 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 la. You know, hey, try this out first. It works. It works. And we have technology in this. I mean, it's the thing about this, a lot of these things is that you pee these out, but not with this one. This one goes right into your digestive tract, and that means that that's where it's going to get absorbed and used, and it makes such a difference. Love this stuff. Plus, our new Wise Women's skincare line is here. It's in the shop. You can grab it now. Go to savingdata.com/trio. And by the way, did I mention that it makes a great gift? Listen, I'll tell you what, my 62-year-old face swears by this stuff. And I also, you know, I do the whole inside thing. I'm gonna do a whole webinar on good skincare, what your face needs, what it doesn't, especially everything. I love it. Jane says, InflaCrusher works. Yolanda says, InflaCrusher works. Sarah says, love that skincare. Listen, we're really careful about what goes out. I've spent thousands of dollars researching skincare and trying all these different skincares. It took us months to come up with this. It's simple, it's easy. I use it in conjunction with a vitamin C cleanser, just some stuff that I got off Amazon, and basic witch hazel. That's it. And then I use our skincare. That's it. It's amazing. So I cannot wait for you to get your hands on it, because you are going to be going absolutely berserk on it. It is the best. It is the best. All right, what else do I have for you today? I know I have something else. Oh, there it is. Okay, so savingdata.com/immunity for your seat for tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. You're going to want to be there. We're going to go through all of the stuff, all the questions that you've had. Now, I'll do my very best to answer all the questions at the end. Remember, I'm not a doctor, I'm a nutritionist. I understand things from a nutritional point of view, how we feed our immune system, what we need to take out so that our immune system can function. It's great. Anna says, I want to say how wonderful it is that it's scent-free. It doesn't set off my asthma. Absolutely. I'm the same way. If you have sensitivities, you understand. Everything that we use, everything that we have with our supplements, with everything, they're gentle, they're incredible. And by the way, it's all made right here in the United States. It's all made right here. All the ingredients are tested, everything. It's safe, it's effective. There you go. Q&A is Friday. Don't forget, send your questions in. I know you've got questions, right? Questions about nutrition, cooking, whatever. I've even done my hair on camera here because somebody asked, how do you do your hair like that? Well, lots of dry shampoo. What can I tell you? This is workout hair right here. Support@savingdinner.com is for your questions. And question for Leanne on Friday, right there in the subject line, and away we go. Look at your doctor. Sarah said, my doctor always starts by talking about nutrition. Food is medicine. Amen. And you know, doctors have less than 20 hours of training in nutrition every week. Through their whole 4 years of medical school. They're not experts. And MD does not stand for medical deity. So there. I just wish that they would all, you know, I have a good friend of mine who's a cardiologist who went back, he went to the same school certification program that I did so he could understand nutrition. That's a good doctor for you, you know? That's a good doctor for you. We also have our Thanksgiving menus available for people who want them. We have keto, paleo, and classic. You can pick them up. You can share this link, as a matter of fact, with everyone. savingdinner.com/thanks. There they are, all of them. You can grab it, and it has the timeline, shopping list. It's got all the things. It's got the turkey triage. It's got all the la. And if I'm wrong, Jenny, straighten me out. Our supplement of the week. So I was there on the supplement of the week. Am I going all over the place? Yes, I am. If you buy 3 InflaCrushers, we'll put the 4th one in your cart. You will get that free, and you'll get free shipping. That's a screaming deal, you guys. Screaming deal. I wouldn't be without this stuff. This is the way you should be buying our supplements, by the way. Stocking up so you can save big time. Big time. And all you have to do is put ships free in the promo window when you're checking out. And then, you know, if you buy the skincare and the InflaCrusher, for example, that'll put you right over to the mark where we send free mugs. Look at that. You want a Pinkies Up cup? Yes. Yes, you got to teach your doctor about it. They don't understand about all these things. I study this stuff. They don't understand. But yes, collagen is amazing. Amazing. I love collagen. This is, you have to take care for your skin. It has to be an inside job and an outside job. You have to get rid of the inflammatory stuff. You have to put the stuff that cools inflammation on the inside. Take your supplements, do your exercise, hydrate correctly, get enough sleep, and use good skincare. And your skin will look just it'll look beautiful. I know this for a fact. Anyway, that's what we have. Plus, I had a couple of questions. Somebody asked me, I missed your cruising through the holidays thing. Can we get that? Yes, you can. Go to savingdinner.com/cruise. That's where you can find the big conference that Marla and I did all about the holidays. And I will tell you, that stuff is gold. Gold. And if you just ordered it, just because all you wanted was the swag bag, let me just say you're a smart cookie, because that swag bag is thebomb.com. So this week we're gonna continue talking about what we're talking about, because we've been talking about risks. We've been talking about getting uncomfortable and being scared. We've been talking about, all that stuff. Choosing your pain. Choosing your pain. Because what is that? What is choosing your pain? Well, I want to mention this first as I set this whole thing up, because choosing your pain is just choosing which way you're going to go. You have pain in your life. And I think one of the things that we do a lot of times with our lives is we spend a lot of time avoiding pain. only causing more, only causing a delayed reaction on it. Pain's inevitable. It is inevitable. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Pain is either you have the pain of regret for not doing the things that you wish you had done, looking back and saying, you know, if only. Remember that one? Anyone? And then there's the other pain of having to do something that maybe you just don't want to do. I don't want to hop on that bike. I don't want to exercise. I don't want to drink all that water. I don't want to go to bed that early. And there's, you know, that pain of just sucking it up and doing it anyway. So you choose the pain. And I'll tell you right now that the easiest pain to get, really, that makes your life so much better, is the second one. You knew I was going to say that, right? But we're going to talk about the discomfort that causes, because it does. The discomfort that causes means that you have to change your mind on some stuff. And sorry, but it's just not easy. But discomfort isn't the enemy. You know what? Comfort is the enemy. Comfort means that you haven't risked enough. Comfort means that you're making your life too easy. But I will tell you right now that discomfort screams at you, doesn't it? It's unexpected. It makes us squirm. It's unknown. It's unfamiliar. It can be hard, doing hard things. It could be a struggle. How many times have you said, oh, I'm on the struggle bus? So, welcome, friend. There's a bunch of people. You've got a lot of company. But we don't have to sit there and whine and moan about it. What we need to do is step up and step into it. Because I promise you, when we face it, it is not as scary as we think. I know that you're probably saying, because I have said this a zillion times, I don't like it. I don't like it. Ask Mark. He listens to me cursing. Oh, ladies, some words, like a sailor on that bike behind me. But you know what? I do it anyway. You know why? It makes me feel good. And doing the hard things puts you into a place of this self-satisfaction that you don't experience otherwise. That's the whole thing. Because when we get to live in that place, we get to live in a place where things are going well. We're seeing the progress in our lives. We're seeing the things that we want actually come into fruition. Now, who here has ever body surfed? I'm from Southern California. Well, I'm from Canada originally, but I lived in Southern California all my life until, you know, I went to school in Northern California at UC Davis. But you know what? When I was a kid, we'd go to the beach, Huntington Beach a lot. We'd go body surfing. When you body surfed and you had a little board, you know, surfboard, you got a leash that's attached to that. That's so that the board doesn't get away from you. And you know, there's waves that come. It's unexpected. You're out there in the water, and here comes the waves. Here come this, and you think you're okay. You're all right. But if that board gets away, it could hurt somebody else, and it could get away. It could just get away from you, and you're just going to be going up and down the beach. Anybody seen my board? You know? So we need to have a leash on that board. But here's the thing. The leash, you know, body surfing is taking a risk. It's going out there. It's trusting in your ability to swim. It's trusting your ability to navigate those waves. And it's also trusting in that leash to hold your board so you don't lose it. So you don't want to lose that thing. You don't want that thing to get away. You don't want that board to jerk away from you, right? Well, that's how it is when we're in this place of being risking and doing all these things. On one hand, we're squirming, we're a little uncomfortable, but the risk factor is minimized somewhat by that leash. And that's your plan. That's your plan. When you have a plan, you've got that leash on your board. When you have a plan, you know what to do next. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe it's a little risky. Maybe it's requiring a little something of you. But you've got a plan, just like you've got that leash. But make no mistake about it. There are going to be some waves. They are going to come. And you're not going to like it, maybe. But here's the thing. When you understand and you're body surfing, there's rules of engagement, right? There's rules of engagement. When a great big wave comes, you learn the very first time you don't take the advice of someone. If you don't dive down deep and hit the sand, you're gonna get pummeled by that wave. If you think you can ride it, and if you've ever been in the place, I did this in Hawaii, where I thought, oh, if I just keep going, I can catch that wave. And you know what? I did catch that wave. I caught it crashing down on my head. It threw me around like a rag doll. I had sand pummeled into my skin because of misjudging what that is. And that's what happens to us when we misjudge using our plan, when we misjudge thinking that we've got this, when really what we need to do is we need to duck down under. We need to go down as far as we can and just hold on to that plan. The leash doesn't go anywhere, by the way, when you duck underneath there. It doesn't. But you know, you get tossed around by the waves. That's what happens. But no one who values their board is ever going to go out there without a leash. No one who values others is going to go out there into the surf without a leash. And, you know, this is what happens. You expect waves when you're out there surfing. You expect them. You know they're going to come. You know what to do, and you know what they're going to come. This is the same thing that we have in this discomfort of trying something new, of doing new territory. Just like going out into the water. It's cold. You know, it doesn't feel good necessarily, and you got to swim and get out there. But your safety, your tethering is that leash. Just like your plan. When you plan for things, when you put things out on your calendar and you have things lined up, when you've got the food planned out, when you've got the food prepared, the food made, when you've got your exercise planned out, when you've got your hydration station in place, which, by the way, we are on day 4 of our hydration challenge. How's it going? But when we do these things, we are optimizing our health and our well-being and the way we feel about ourselves and the way we feel about our families and our world and everything in it. We feel better when we're planned out. That discomfort, though, of not knowing what it's all going to look like, and it's something new and it's a little bit different and it's hard, that's just part of it. It's like going out in that cold water. But knowing you're going to catch a wave. Yeah, you are. You're going to catch a wave. And it might be a little bit big, and you'll know what to do when the time comes. Just keep that board tethered to your ankle. This is why it's important. This is why this is so important. And you know what else? It stretches you. It just like that leash stretches, this stretches you as well when you're out there. And when you're out there and a big one comes, you want to hold on tightly, but you know what to do. But really, you got to let it go. You got to let it go, and you got to go down. That's what you have to do, because that leash is still intact. It's not going to lose the board, just like you're not going to lose your plan. And this is what living with new plans does. This is what living with a new purpose does. This is what living in a place that's new, different, a little uncomfortable does. It causes us to do different things than we think we should do. It causes us to be uncomfortable. It causes us to be cold. And it causes us to look at something and say, I can do this. Or it's going to be hard. Or I don't know if I can do this. And you do it anyway. Because what you find out from yourself is that you had so much more inside of you than you ever thought. Yeah, you're going to be uneasy. And you're going to want to hold on tightly to all the old stuff. But then you look at it and you say, you know what? This old stuff has never served me. That old food that I was eating has harmed me. It's caused me actual bodily pain. It's caused my waist to grow and the weight to go up. And it's caused me to feel bad about myself. Look at all of that. We have to look at that. Until we look at everything, we're not looking at anything. We got to look at this whole big picture that we have painted for ourselves. We can paint ourselves into a corner, or we can say, you know what? I'm going to do this anyway. I am all in. And I'm going to catch that wave. That next big wave that comes, I'm going to catch it. Because my plan is in place. and I'm gonna ride it. Because you know what? Ultimately, as scary as that big wave looks, it's gonna be fun. And let me just tell you, it's really fun when you're losing weight, you're feeling good. It's really fun when you've passed a personal best on your bike or doing something that you didn't think you could do. It's really fun when you get to button up some jeans or put on your purple jacket like Sarah did today that didn't used to fit a couple of months ago. It's really fun. It's really fun, but in order to go there, you got to get uncomfortable. This is a ride, you know? It's a ride like the surfboard. It is a ride. And there's going to be bumps along the way. There's going to be discomfort. It's going to be cold. There's going to be all kinds of stuff, but you control it. You control how much you're going to do. Some of it you do anyway. Not all. You get to decide, you know, what you're going to do. You get to decide, you know, is the surf a little bit too much for me today? Okay, that's fine. Maybe just get in a little bit and wade in there and just watch others and get into there. But promise yourself the next day, you're going to get in there. You know, when the surf calms down a little bit, you're going to get in there. Right? Because when we get in there, when we start doing things that we think that we can't do, we shock and awe ourselves. That's a shock and awe campaign right there in and of itself. So what are you going to do? If you're learning to body surf, what are you going to do? You're going to go in the water. You got to go in the water. You can judge the water. Is it right? You know, whatever. And then what are you going to do once you're in there? We are all around a bunch of other people who are doing it. You're going to pursue the wave. You're going to pursue the wave. The very thing that scares you, you're going to pursue it. Right? Yeah. You know what to do. Should it get too big? Should you not catch it just right? You know what to do. But you have that security of your plan. It's there. It's the leash. And then you know what else you're going to do when you make a big fat mistake? Are you going to quit? Heck no. You're going to learn from that mistake. You're going to write in your journal. You're going to talk about this. You're going to say, you know, this didn't work, but this did. It's the changing up of the water bottles. It's the changing up. We had somebody who was posting and said, you know, I just don't like the water bottle clutter for the hydration station, so I'm going to do the penny thing. That's what Marla does, is the pennies, and put a penny in a dish or whatever, just a way to count. Well, for me, that was a complete and utter disaster. It did not work. I need to pull it all together and make my hydration station. That's why I shared that. Does that mean that's the only right way to do it? Or is that penny counting the only right way? No. The point is getting it done. The point is following through. The point is, at the end of the day, those water bottles are empty and your penny jar is full, or your water, you know, whatever it is. It's just doing it. You know, are we going to sit here and argue methodology? I don't think so. Do what works for you. This is a highly personal, customizable plan, as long as you believe it is. It isn't one size fits all. I am not the be-all, end-all nutritional guru of all beings. I'm not. I've got some good ideas, I think. I've got some good science behind the stuff that I'm doing, but does that mean that I know everything? No, it does not. I am completely amenable to learning new things, always. And this is why my nutritional philosophy over the years, the last 25 years, has changed. Because the science keeps teaching me new stuff. And this is what I'm saying to you. Allow the science to teach you new stuff. Allow the risk factor of doing things to teach you new stuff. Try, attempt, fail fabulously, and then try again. Because what do? We're wise women. We don't quit on ourselves, do we? Do I have some pinkies up for that one? Do I have some pinkies up? Do we quit on ourselves? Absolutely not. We don't quit on ourselves. Listen, doing all of this stuff, it's exhilarating at times. Being able to zip that quote up, exhilarating. But it's also time when it's rough. It's a little tough. It's a little discouraging. And maybe you've even been subject to criticism from a family member or something. But here's the thing. This is what I want you to know. Don't give up, because risk is going to do that. Risk is going to put you into the place of feeling like, oh, this is really hard. Good. Because if it's not hard enough, if this risk isn't hard enough for you, that means you've outgrown it. Your bar's too low. Bump it up. Bump it up. Make it happen for yourself. Pinkies up, Jennifer. Pinkies up, all of you. This is what we do. We go to that place. We push a little harder next time. That isn't perfectionism. That's excellence. This is how we go. That's our path. So, playing it safe is never going to give you a breakthrough. You got that? Write that down. Playing it safe is never going to give you a breakthrough. Your breakthrough is going to be hampered by your want to hold on. You can't do it. If you're going to go out and body surf, you're going to have to hit a wave. And you might even have a wave come crashing down on you. But guess what? You have this ability. You have the ability to buck up and to do it anyway because you are a wise woman put here on purpose by God himself. Did you know that? By God himself. You're the apple of his eye. How incredible is that? Hold on to that. Write that in your journal. Meditate on that. How amazing is it? How amazing is it? Jane says, I want the joy of conquering fear. Then claim the joy of conquering fear, Jane. Claim it. We all have that ability to do that. Fear is always going to be out there, swirling around, ready to take you down. But look it in the eye and say, no, no, ma'am. No. I'm so much bigger than that. Look at those apples coming. If you are the apple of God's eye, give me an apple in your an emoji. Give me an apple. I am the apple of God's eye. I am the daughter of the king. I say that to myself so often when I'm feeling this small, because we all feel like that sometimes. So what? That's not how we're seen by our Savior. That's not how we're seen by the God of this universe. He doesn't see us that way. Wouldn't it be wonderful to have the eyes of God to be able to see us the way he sees us? We don't have that ability, but you know what we have the ability to do? Believe. We have that. Faith. We have that. Of a mustard seed. We have that. We're the apple of his eye. Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know about you. I get tears thinking about that. It just blows me away. The apple of his eye. If you do the thing you fear, death of fear is certain. Ralph Waldo Emerson said that. If you do the thing you fear, death of fear is certain. How about that? Now, understand, I'm not asking you to bungee jump or jump out of a perfectly good airplane with a parachute on your back. I'm not asking you to do any of that. I'm asking you to confront the fears that hold you back from the life that you want. That's what vibrant living requires. It requires that. Have the moxie to follow through. Have the nerve to stand up to your fear. And be uncomfortable. Do it anyway. Even in the face of all of it. Do it anyway. Double dog dare you. Pinkies. Oh my goodness. So this week, I'm giving you an alignment assignment. Now, should you choose to take this on, it's not mission impossible, and this will not self-destruct after I give it to you. But here you go. Here is your alignment assignment. You ready? Be okay with being uncomfortable. Write that down. Be okay being uncomfortable. It's part and parcel. It's okay. Number 2, changing your mind is easy, and doing is an act of faith. So have faith. Change your mind. It's not too hard. It's not too, it's not going to kill me. I'm not going to stay on the struggle bus. I can do this. Have the faith. Have the faith. And number 3, risks that don't scare you mean you've outgrown them. Got that? We're in pursuit of excellence here. We're in pursuit of becoming all that we can become. That's your purpose. God has put you here because of that, to help others and to become all that we can. You're the apple of his eye, remember? So as the apple of his eye, wouldn't it be just a little bit shameful? Wouldn't it be just a little bit wrong Wouldn't it be just a little disrespectful to just play it safe, play it easy? I say no to that. I say rise up, sister. Rise up to who you are. You're the apple of his eye. You're put here on purpose. And for you to shrink back and to say it's too uncomfortable, it's too cold, I don't like it, and therefore shirk the responsibility of being the very best that you can be, of being the apple of his eye, of making your Father God proud of you? Really? I'm calling you out to become the woman, the wise woman that you are meant to be, the vibrant woman, here to set the world on fire with who you are. You're ready to do it. Are you all in? Who's in with me? Who is in? Pinkies up, lovelies. Pinkies up. That's what I have for you today. Now, if you found value in this, I hope so, do share it, and share it publicly. Share it with some friends. Say a little something about it. We're always interested in bringing wise women into our vibrant community. Pinkies up. Let's do this. Let's be that woman. No more shrinking back. No more shrinking back. Remember who you are. You're the apple of his eye. Pinkies up. Peace be with you. See you tonight. Don't forget, savingdinner.com/immunity. That's how you're going to get to tonight's lesson on finding out about our immune system, what we can and cannot do. You're going to love it. Peace be with you.